she get tired of saying I'm tired of taking care of you. Every woman, every man that is in a relationship and they get tired of taking care of somebody, they like, shit, make it easier for them. Don't make it harder. And that's what most people do, make it harder because they don't want to work there. Saying I want to work, don't say I'm going to work. Going to work is saying I'm working. Doing what you say you're going to do. All you have is what? Your word. You ain't got no money, all you got is your word. So if you're not doing what your word means, you're just out here.
You gotta have way more than 3 incomes. Cause if that fail, then the next fail. Then if that fail, then the next fail. Then the next fail. Now you gotta keep your head up still. Niggas can't shoot at that part cause it's made of steel. Words just flowing out my mouth cause I'm talking for real. I don't hate on nobody, but I get them killed. I ain't ate it some days, I gotta get this meal. So no days off, I ain't got time to chill. We're smoking and leaning, you won't see me touch a bill. Smoking a zip or cracking a seal. I'm doing both depending on how my body feel. No more boring days, my day been filled. Shit, it's on you. You can go get a job or you go get in the field. Either way, try to make it to the top of the hill. Don't get distracted by no bitch, you gon' get your chill. Just don't do nothing dumb and end up in jail. Life turned around, how you end up in hell? Or you flying with the angels and they see you in the casket and you pale. Now you laying there flat and you look like a reveal. Now your people screaming out, what the hell? You gotta have way more than 3 incomes. Cause if that fail, then the next fail. Then if that fail, then the next fail. Then the next fail.
Shut your motherfucking nuts on, nigga. I'm waiting for a nigga to pick me up. No, nigga, the power's in the process. I'ma pick myself back up and keep moving. Like, how the fuck you think? I don't think like how you think.
Cause if that fail, then the next fail. Then if that fail, then the next fail. Then the next fail.
You gon' think we about to bang. I told your mama.
I'm so sorry. You ever had to cut the bottom of it, told me the bottom and make a phone worry?
Cause if that fail, then the next fail. Then if that fail, then the next fail. Then the next fail.
Give it up, nigga.
Cause if that fail, then the next fail. Then if that fail, then the next fail. Then the next fail.